Okay, here's a really quick guide to using Plickers in the classroom. First of all, I'm on the website plickers.com, where I've signed in using my school details on the Google sign up. A quick navigation around the site. I've got the library of questions that I've already created here. So this was the one I created for insets this particular week. I've got down the side different options. I've got reports for any quizzes that I've run already. You're most likely to be using the creating a new set of questions each time. So let's pop straight into creating a new set. In a new window, I've got options as follows to create my set of questions for my particular lesson. I can give it a title, so let's make this one a set of questions about World War II. Okay, I'm going to think of my first question, so simply type the question in. So, in what year did the war break out? I'm going to give some different options for the children to answer. Let's go 1930, 1939, 1945, 1955. You can then select what the correct answer is just by clicking down the side here. So in that case, I'm going to go for B. And then let's add in a new question. I'm going to click the plus for the new question. So let's do another one. Which country joined Great Britain as so Germany, Japan, France, and Hungary. And then select the correct answer just by clicking on the side. Click the plus for a new question. You can also answer true or false questions as well. So let's have Winston Churchill was the Prime Minister of America. So that is true or false. So that one is false. So that's my bank of questions based on World War II. If I go back to the home screen, I can then see that I've got my 3 questions based on World War II within my library. I can edit those just by clicking on them. I can edit the sets, I can add more questions, etc. And when I've set my class up, by clicking play now, I can then share that one in the class. If I go back to the home screen, one thing that's really important to do is to set your class. So here I'm going to add a new class in. I'm going to give it a class name. Might be your year group, might be your class name, etc. Create the class. And I'm going to add the students to this particular class. Now here you could simply copy and paste them from the register. You could type them in by hand. So here I've got a class of 4 different children. Obviously you could add surnames as well to your class. I'm going to click next. Here you can see that they've been assigned a Plickers card in the order that I typed their name in. This is why if you copy and paste it from the register, the first child on the register will be card number 1, second child card number 2, etc. This way, if you always give John card number 1, then always give Steve card number 2. That way any data that's recorded or any assessment that's recorded from them always goes against their name. So I can click done. So I've now got some questions, I've got a class, I'm now ready to begin. One thing worth mentioning as well is printing of your Plickers cards. If you go to the help section and you can get the Plickers cards from there. You've then got a different selection of the size of cards that you want, how many cards per page, etc. And as mentioned before, it works quite well if you write the child's name on the back of the card and then maybe laminate it so you can keep it. Also, you might want to write on the back of the card the A, B, C and D options to help the children hold the card the correct way. Okay, so I've now got the mobile device. In this case I'm using my phone, but it could be that I'm using the iPad, and I'm going to load up the Plickers app. You can see here that I've assigned the class Mr. Smart's class. If I go to my library option down the bottom, and then the World War II pack that I've just created is here, so I'm now going to play that set of cards, and I'm going to play it with the class I've assigned, which is Mr. Smart's class. So I've clicked on those. So on the computer screen now, the class can see the question, in what year did the war break out? And they can see that the 4 possible answers are A, 1930, B, 1939, C, 1945, and D, 1955. By clicking the central blue circle in the middle, it opens the camera tool, and there's Mr. Efford. Hi, Mr. Efford.
Hi there.
Mr. Efford's holding his Plickers card up, and he's holding it with what he thinks is the correct answer. You, as the teacher, can see that it's got a green dot next to his card. Well done, Mr. Efford, which means he got it correct. Mr. Efford, if you turn the card around to a different answer, you can now see that it's got a red dot, meaning Mr. Efford got the answer wrong. I'm not very happy about that one. You'll also see it says card 24 at the moment, because he's using card 24. If I had assigned Jamie to card 24, then it would also appear with his name. So I'm now going to stop recording, and I can see the answers from my class, and I can see that the one person in my class, which is Mr. Efford, recorded an answer of 1930, which was his final answer, which was in fact incorrect. I can show the graph. Obviously, if there's more than one person, I can show the percentage of the children who got it correct in the class, and I can also show the correct answer and review it to the class as well. I can skip forward by clicking the forward button, and then it comes up with the next question, which automatically appears on the screen. So now Jamie is looking at the screen. Which country joined Great Britain as an ally? He's got his 4 different options. And again, going back to the blue button, opens up the camera tool. Here's Mr. Efford again. Oh, and it's scanning card 24, and that is correct. So I'm going to stop recording there, and you can see the outcome of the class. So that's how you use the Plickers app and the Plickers website for formative assessment.